Hi, this is Rick Brandenburg for North Carolina State University and Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll. And I'm at Desert Mountain, which is just north of Scottsdale, Arizona, and we've made several videos out here. And today I want to talk to you about when you're really good at pest management, how you can't just sit back and relax and say, well, since we've been doing well for the last 10 years or so, I can just continue to stick with the plan. And I'll use a sports analogy, and that is, let's say you're a point guard and you've got a really good right hand. You can go to your right and drive to the basket really well. Well, after so many years of seeing you play, the opposing coaches are going to understand that they need to play you to your right so that you can't go to your right. And they'll take that part of your game away. Well, you've got a couple of options. One is to see how good their defense really is, and if their defense isn't that good, you're going to keep going to your right. The other option is you really work on your left hand so that when they play you to your right, you can go to your left and still score or still get the job done. The other option is just to give up and say, well, I'm no good anymore. And when you're at a place where you really practice effective pest management, you really put a good defense on and you stop that point guard from going to the right, whether it's insects, diseases, weeds, whatever. You've got a really effective pest management plan, so you take that right hand away. Well, then what you do is, over the next few years, is you really see, does that pest have a left hand? Can it go to its left and get around my defenses? And in some cases, that actually happens. So you've got to be prepared for that. And here in Arizona, in the Scottsdale, Phoenix area, about 10-12 years ago, we really came up with a good defense for white grub control, and it kept the javelinas from tearing the turf grass up. And it was understanding when the beetles laid eggs and putting the timing out at the exact right time. Well, we do know that within a species they can perhaps change the time that they lay eggs, and we also know there are other species out here. So the reality is our plan has worked very well for 10-12 years. We've taken away the ability of that pest to go to the right. But just this past year there were a couple courses that had really severe grub damage and javelinas move in. In other words, they developed a left hand because the defense to the right was still working. So you've got to understand that when you have an effective plan, the opposing team is working on strategies to get around your defense, and that can happen even with the best of plans. So next we'll do another video here and we'll talk about other ways that pests can get around it even when you have really good defense strategies. Hope that helps. Look forward to seeing you again next time.